Hey guys, Griffin here, and today I want to talk about Arcane Resistance and Solarian. So the easiest strategy for Solarian is to have two Arcane Soakers stand off to the side, and the best candidates for this are actually the non-prot Paladin tanks. So if you're running a prot Paladin and two of any other tanks, the two of any other tanks are probably going to end up being your Arcane Soakers, just because they don't do a lot of damage compared to pure DPS, and you don't want your healers at risk of not being able to heal very much or dying. So yeah, you just throw your tanks over there and they just get the gear on. So if you're a feral tank like I am, you're a prime candidate to be an Arcane Soaker. So first let me explain how this fight works. Solarian is going to do a bunch of arcane damage, directly with Arcane Missiles and Blinding Light, and indirectly with Mark of Solarian and Wrath of the Astromancer. So here's all of the different spells she can cast here. Mark of Solarian combined with Wrath of the Astromancer make the other forms of arcane damage even more powerful. So we do two things. We put two people out of range of the missiles that have a ton of arcane resist, and we always give the Wrath of the Astromancer to those two people by standing nearer to them than to the rest of the raid. So pretty much you just run over close to them, drop it off, run back. That's what the rest of the raid has to worry about. It's pretty simple. So as the stacks go up, the soakers can take a lot of abuse without being killed. And that's pretty much the job, is to just stand there and not die. Okay, so let's talk about gearing. Gear is actually very simple. You need stamina and you need arcane resistance. Now the obvious choice is just to grab a bunch of greens off the auction house. You're gonna look for of arcane protection. And if that's an option for you, do it. However, you're going to see that the auction house might be a little empty right around now when it comes to arcane resistance, and that's because everyone's trying to get this gear. So the alternative is to craft it. Now, this should be noted, the type of armor does not matter. If you're a bear, cloth and leather, and if you're a warrior, you can wear anything, and that goes for anybody regardless of who plays the role of the soaker. So just get whatever you can that has stamina and arcane resistance. The goal is to get as high as you want, because the debuff reduces your arcane resistance. So you can go way over the cap of 365 and it will still be valuable. I personally was running around 415, but that's not a requirement nor a cap. The goal is to not die, and the more arcane resist you have, the less damage you'll end up taking overall. So I was going to go over all the items you can craft or find, but I thought it'd be more helpful if I just showed you the how to do it. So all you have to do is go to tbc.wowhead.com/item/armor, or go to the database tab at Wowhead and then click on items and click on armor, and it's going to pull up this search window right here. So you just need to put in for the required level. I put 60 so I don't get a bunch of old world junk, and then for additional filters, you can't see it on here, but I'm going to select arcane resistance, and I'm just going to set it higher than 10 so I don't get any low level arcane resistance like 5 or something. Then I'm going to go over type on the right side. I'm going to select cloth armor, leather armor. If you can wear all of them, you can select all of these or just not select anything and it will find you everything. Cloaks, trinkets, rings, and I just do miscellaneous just in case. And then click apply filter. And you're going to get a list of all the things that you can wear or pick up. Now, these are not going to include of arcane protection. So these are just going to be specific items you can get and you can craft. So most of this is jewel crafting and tailoring. There is I think 1 or 2 leather working pieces that you can get made here, and these are going to be how you get your full cap. Again, remember, cloth and leather doesn't matter as long as you get a decent amount. The 3 items at the bottom, by the way, are 1 from Nax, and then 2 are zone drops from Netherstorm. Keep an eye out for Enigmatic. Anyway, so that's how you're going to look for and decide on what gear. Again, go greens first, then go to the blues and the purples if you have to. The other items you need to know about are the leatherworkers can make an arcane resist armor kit. So if you've got some heavy not high leather and 4 primal mana, they can throw those, and that way you can enchant your items you're picking up. It's up to 4 pieces. You can do it on your chest, legs, hands, or feet by 8, and that is helpful because don't bother enchanting it with anything else. You're not going to be wearing this ever in any other circumstance. So leatherworkers can, you can also pick up the helm enchant from the Shatar Quartermaster in Shatrath. So this is pretty much just going to be your go-to helm enchant. And then the shoulder enchant for Arcane is actually in front of Karazhan, so you'll just have to make a run out there. I think it's going to cost you maybe 30 gold, something like that. Total a little over 100, maybe 110 gold to buy the 2 enchants, and then however much it costs for a leather worker to craft those. Yeah, but that's everything. That's all you need. Throw that gear on, stand it in your spot you're assigned, and just be the solution to a problem. The fight's actually really easy once you do this mechanic correctly. We pretty much one-shot this every time. As long as you have proper soakers and you have a tank that knows how to hold aggro, yeah, it's a pretty easy fight. Anyway, I hope this information was helpful. If you have any questions, throw them in the comments. I always read them. And as always, guys, thanks for watching.